So module 5 is very important, and this contains a new type of question where we are going to understand how to combine ratios, or we call it as compounding of ratios as well. Okay, this is also called as compounding of ratios. So if some ratios are given to you and they ask you what is the compound ratio of them, we are going to learn how to do it. We are going to learn the way how we compound or combine the ratios. Okay, till now we are dealt with only where there is no combination required, no compounding required. Everything was given. Now we'll see this question. A and B are in the ratio 3:4 and B and C are in the ratio 7:8. What is the ratio of A and C? So this is a concept question. So we'll try to understand what they are given here. They have given here A is to B is 3:4 and B is to C is 7:8. Now they are asking what? They are asking A and C. What is the ratio of A and C? How do I know? Because A is in this ratio and C is in this ratio. And all of you know that ratio is what? Ratio is just the comparison of two or more values. So therefore this is a comparison. Now if I have this kind of comparison where once B is 4 and once B is 7, in one ratio it is 4 and in one ratio 7. How is it possible? Because again the one ratio value is different for this. The number, the original number has been divided with a different HCF for both the ratio. Therefore, but can you understand that B, in this case, B has to be the same number? Just use your logic. It has to be the same number. Its ratio value can differ. Okay, any number's ratio value will differ on the basis of what number has been used to divide it to get the ratio. Are you getting my point? Say for example 20 is there. 20 ratio value can be 5, can be 4, can be 2 or can be 1. How? I'll show you. It depends on the number which we are taking. When it can become 5. Okay. It can become 5 when the other number is 15. So what I'll do? The HCF here will be what? Sorry, if it is 16, sorry, 16. So here what will happen? 16 or any number which is divisible by 4 now. Okay, so I'll divide this by 4 and I'll divide this by also 4, so I'll get 5:4. I cannot get here 4 because here it is 16. But to get 4, this number will be 20 again. There is no difference. But this number will be 15 in this case, or 25, or maybe some other number. Okay, but it will be what? Divisible by. So 4, I'll divide it by what? 5. So 5 4s are 20, 5 3s are 15. So here it will be the same 20 is there. Are you able to understand? Again, when it will be 2, when it is divisible by 20 becomes 2 when the other number is any number which is divisible by, say for example 30. So this will become what? I'll divide both the numbers by 10. This I'll divide by 10 and this I'll divide it by 10. So I'll get what? 2:3, the same 20. Are you getting my point? Please try to understand this. Or it can be 1 only when if you are dividing it by 20 by 20, and this another number must be something like which is divisible by 20, like 60 if I take. So 60 divided by 20, it will be 3. Are you getting my point? You should be able to understand. Here it is 2:3 and here it is 1:3 because the number that are dividing is changing, the same number. So therefore now I think it is amply and very clear that why these numbers, the same number can take different ratio values, right? I am 100% sure that now you understand it. So now this, because this B is the same number, what I need to do now is I have to make it one ratio. How do I make it? Now this is where we'll learn the combining. So if the B is 1 value, then the ratio value we are going to count it as 1. How? I am going to show you the simplest method of doing this. Just observe, we are going to concentrate on the design and we are going to use the design. So I'll write 3 is to 4, the first ratio. This is what? This is the first ratio. I am going to convert A, B and BC into A is to B is to C. Okay, A is to B and B is to C. These are two different ratios. I am going to convert them into one ratio. This is only possible. This is only possible when we have any one of the common element in two ratios. We can combine, please note down this one, we can combine any two ratios only and only if we have a common value in both of the ratios. There has to be at least one common value. In this case, B is the common value. Then only we will be able to do. So if it is a two number ratio, then what we'll do? Whatever is common, I am going to write it in the middle. Whatever is common, not necessarily it has to be A is to B is to C. You can take whatever common is there. B is common, so I am putting it in the middle. Okay, and then first ratio I'll write, and second ratio I'll write, again I'll write B. B will be B here and this will be A here. Okay, so now you can understand. Now I'm going to change the pens and colors and everything so that you will understand it properly. Okay, to get A in this, what I have to do is I have to multiply these two. 3 into 7. 3 into 7 is 21. Okay, and then next what I am going to do to find out B, I am going to multiply these two. 7 fours are how much? 28. And then to find out the C, I am going to multiply this. 4 into 8, 32. Are you getting my point? So this design you need to remember. Okay. So if I am writing like this, when I write in the middle, the common is in the middle, then only it is possible. So it will be like n. Okay, why do I do this? Why do I do? Because I am also using the feature. The first feature, when we multiply the ratio with the same number, the ratio will not change. So this ratio, listen to me carefully, this ratio is multiplied by 7. So 3 is also multiplied by 7 and 4 is also multiplied by 7. So if you only ask A is to B, what is this? This is multiplied by 7, this is multiplied by 7. Okay. On the other hand, this ratio has been multiplied by 4. 7 is also multiplied by 4 and 8 is also multiplied by 4. Are you getting my point? So if you multiply this by 4, this ratio by 4 and this ratio by 7, we are going to get the same ratio. So the new ratio, the common ratio is, or the compounded ratio is 21 is to 28 is to 32. What is that? 21 is to 28 is to 32. So what is the ratio of A is to C, they are asking? So I'll take only A here 21 and C here 32. So this is the ratio A is to C. Can it be simplified further? This is 7 and 3 and this is not either divisible by 3 nor it is divisible by 7. So that is the final ratio. What is that? 21 and 32. 21 and 32. Can you see it, or should I write with this some other pen here? Okay, so I am going to write with this another pen. 21 is to 32. Did you get this? So this is the design you have to remember. Okay. Okay. So let us do one more question so that it is much clear. Okay. Ratio of income of A and B is 4 is to 5 respectively, and C and B is 6 is to 7 respectively. If the difference between the income of A and C is rupees 5,500, what is C's income? So same kind of question. So I am going to write here A is to B is how much? 4 is to 5, and C is to B. Now it is C is to B is how much? 6 is to 7. Okay, if the difference between the income of A and C, okay, so this is a difference. So their only ratio was asked here. They are asking the actual value, and one actual value is given here. One actual value is given, right? Where is it? 5,500 has been given. So we will be able to definitely find out the What is C's income? So we'll now first combine, right? First we need to combine A is to B is to C. So again, I'm going to do the same thing that I have done previously. So you have to listen to it carefully and see what I am doing carefully, so that next time it doesn't. Again, B is the common one, so I put the B in the middle, and I'm going to write 4 is to 5 here, and here B is that side, so I have to write it carefully. What I'll do, 7 is to 6, C is to B is 6 is to 7, then the B is to C will be 7 is to 6. Now first, to get A, I am going to multiply these two. Okay, see the design please. 4 into 7, 28. And then to get B, I am going to multiply these two. Not divided, I say divide, no. Multiply these two. 7 5s are 35. And then to get C, what I'll do is multiply 5 6 are 30. Okay, is that clear? What I did, I multiplied 4 into 7 to get A. I multiplied 5 into 7 to get B, and 5 into 6 to get 30. Okay, so these are the A is to B is to C. Okay, now we can solve any question they ask. If the difference between income of A and B, A and C, they are saying the difference between A and C. A and C is how much? 5,500. Okay. So the difference between these two is how much? The ratio difference, sorry, actual difference, actual they have given is how much? 5,500. A and C, right? And the ratio difference is how much? Difference in ratio is only 2, right? It's only 2. So what I will do? I will divide this by 2. So what I will get is 2,750. So what I know, this is the 1 RV, means what? 1 ratio value. Now what is C's income? They are asking into 30. We have to do, that's all. What we have to do? We have to, this is 1 ratio value into 30. If I do, I will get C's income. Why? Because that is the 1 RV. 1 RV once I get, I will be able to. So 2 zeros I will write as it is. So 3 times 3 5s are 15, or whatever way you want, you can make it 3 times or 21, 22. So 3 2s are 6 and plus 2. So how much is 82,500? C's income is how much? 82,500. Very simple question. Okay, so let us go to the next question here. Let us see what is new in this. The incomes of A and B are in the ratio 6 is to 7, and that of B and C are in the ratio 3 is to 4, and that of C and D are in the ratio 5 is to 9. See my dear friend, there are now 3 ratios, not 2. If the income of C is 14,000, what is the income of D? Okay, let us see this one. So we will try to deal with this question as well. So where is, I want a different pen now. Okay, right. So let us see this one. What they have given, A is to B ratio is given 6 is to 7. Now B is to C is given. B is to C is how much? 3 is to 4. And C is to D. Now there are 3 combining ratios. We have to combine 3 ratios, or we have to compound 3 ratios. Whenever the direct questions come, normally bank doesn't give any direct question, but still, if they ask you what is the compounded ratio of 6 is to 7 and 3 is to 4 and 5 is to 9, this is how you are going to do it. Now 2 ratios you know how to combine. Now I am going to teach you how to combine 3 ratios. So be careful, this is very interesting, very fast. So how do I do it? A is to B is to C is to D. Okay, so first ratio I'm going to write here, number 1 ratio. Number 1 ratio is 6 is to 7. I can see here first and second. If I take this one as the first ratio and this as the second ratio and the third ratio, in the first and second there is B is common, and in second and third C is common, so I can combine them easily. Okay, now combining A 1 and 2 now. So 1 is like this, and then B is the common one, so I'll take this as 3. Okay, I should leave some space here so that we'll be able to show it properly to you people. Okay, let us use yes. Okay, so second one is 3 is to 4, and then the third ratio is what? C is to D. C is to D is how much? 5 is to 9. Okay, so if there are 3, how do we do it? Again, same method we are going to use. We are going to multiply with the same number. Which number? To this one I am going to multiply. This ratio I am going to multiply with 3 and 5. 3 into 5, because then only we will be able to combine. Okay, this ratio I am going to multiply with 7 and 5. 7 and 5, and this I am going to multiply with 4 and 7. You will understand once we do it. So let us start with the uh, favorite color, red color. To get A, so I am going to write A here. So to get A, I shouldn't have done this one. But again, there will be no confusion, so I will remove this one. Okay, so here to get A, I am going to multiply 6 into 3 into 5. Are you getting my point? 6 into 3 into 5 to get A. I am going to write here again A and B and C and D. Okay, so that it is very clear. So it will be how much? 6 3s are 18, 18 5s are 90. 90 will come here. Is 2. Now you see here. Now what I am going to do? I am going to change the pen and show you the correct one. So we will take it green. So this one I'm going to multiply with 3. I told you this ratio I'm going to multiply with 3 and 5. Right? So 7 into 3 into 5 I have to do. Okay, 7 into 3, 21. 21 into 5 will be how much? 105. 105. B is 105 in the new regime. New whatever. Okay, so we will take one more different type of color now. So C, how do I get C? So C I will get by multiplying this into this. 7 into 4 into 5. I told this ratio that the B into C we are going to multiply with 7 and 5. So 3 is already multiplied by 7 and 5. So 4 will be multiplied by 7 and 5. So you can remember the design. The colors I am putting here separate colors so that you will understand what color is what. So 7 for the 28, 28, 5 how much? 140. Okay, and then the next one. Then the next one. So let us take some blue color here. Blue color, okay. Now I am going to multiply B into C into D. So can you see the design here? Blue. This blue color. So to get D, I am going to multiply 7 into 4 into 9. So you can see this ratio is multiplied. This and this ratio is multiplied by how much? 4 and 7. 4 and 7. The same way 5 9 will be multiplied by 4 and 7. 9 4s are how much? I don't know. It must be 36, I think, right? Okay, 36 7s are 36 7s are will be difficult. So I will do other way around or whatever you want to do. I am not getting it. Okay. So what should be the number? 36 into 7. Okay. Did you get it? Okay. So 252, my dear friend. How much? 252. Can we divide by any of the numbers? I don't think so. So now what we'll do? We'll take the new ratios. Wonderfully, colorfully arranged a new ratio. So once again, I'm going to just tell you to get A, I multiplied what? 6 into 3 into 5. Okay, see this red line. And to get B, I multiplied 7 into 3 into 5, this green color pen. To get C, I multiplied 7 into 4 into 5, which is your dark yellow pen. And then to get D, I multiplied B into C into D, which is your blue color pen. Once you understand this, then you will be able to solve this question very, very fast. Okay, right. So I will solve the remaining one here. what they say, if the income of C is 14,000, very interesting. 140, so 2 zeros I will get C's income. Understand this one. 140 is the ratio, and then they are saying 14,000. So I will write 2 zeros and get the C's income. So D's income, how do I get? Same way, you write whatever is there and then 2 zeros. If you want to understand it in a different, like previous, like actual value divided by ratio value, you can understand that way as well. But here you can see 140 is the ratio and they are 14,000. So I am writing 2 zeros to get the actual value. So here also I will write 2 zeros to get the actual value. Means what? This is being multiplied by 100. So this is also will be multiplied by 100. Or else with your actual value divided by ratio value. Now we are going into the shortcut of the shortcut. This itself is a shortcut. Right, we are not without using x, we got one ratio value. Now we are going into the shortcut of the shortcut. What is that? We will directly see how much zeros are added whenever it happens. Right? So actual value will be what? 14,000 divided by 140. So 140 ones are 140. So what will remain? 100. So 100 into 252 you will do. So again whatever will come is 252,000. That is what the answer is. I think that is very, very clear to you now. Right, my dear friend. Okay, so combining of ratio, one more different type of question is this one. So let us directly jump into answering those questions. So 3a is equal to 5b is what is given. If 3a is equal to 5b and 2c is equal to 7a, then what is the ratio of b is to c? So let us see this one. So this is 2c is equal to 7a. First we need to convert them into ratios. These are like equation, we are going to convert them into ratio. What I want a is to b. So I can write this one like this, a by b. So what I am doing, I am taking b this side, okay, and sending 3 that side. So b will become 1 by b and 3 will become 1 by 3, that is 5 by 3. So once we write this, then we definitely know that a is to b is what? 5 is to 3. This is how we will understand this. Because if for every 5 of A, there are 3 of B's. Okay, same way we are going to do this. Once you understand this, you should be very, very fast in doing it. Okay, like C by A is equal to what? 7 by 2 now. We are not going to waste so much of time. C as it is here, it will be there. So C by A is equal to 7 by 2. So if I want to write A is to C, can I write it directly? You can definitely write it directly. We will take whatever corresponding A value to A value and C value to C value. So A value is 2 ratio value and the C value is 7. So we will take this as it is. But they are asking B is to C. Now if I see here A value is different here and A value is different here, but it is common to both. So whatever we have done till now we will do. So I will take now in this case A in the middle and B is to C, B is to A and A is to C. So B is to A I will write it properly, 3 is to 5 and here it is 2 is to 7. So I will multiply as we know it already, 3 2s are 6, 5 2s are 10 and 7 5s are 35. Okay, what is the ratio of B and C? 6 is to 35. What is the ratio? 6 is to 35. So B C is 6 is to 35. So I think that is very, very clear now. And then we are going into next level, mains examination level of questions. Okay, so this is the question that is appearing in front of you now. In the income statement of Asha and Ravina, the ratio of their income in the year 2017 was 5 is to 4. What? 5 is to 4. The ratio of Asha's income in the year 2018 to that in 2017 is 3 is to 5. And the ratio of Ravina's income in the year 2018 to that in 2017 is 3 is to 2. If rupees 10242, 10,242 is the sum of the income of Asha and Ravina in the year 2018, then find the income of Ravina. So there is some spelling mistake here. in the income of Ravina in their 2017. So this is mouthful of and brain full of a question. So just ponder over and try to make some meaning out of it, because understanding the question itself is 50% of the work done, my dear friend. So try to understand this. Take some time, because it is a difficult or lengthy question. It's not difficult, it's a lengthy question. So try to make meaning out of it and write whatever is given. Okay. Take some 1 minute or 2 minutes. Pause this video. Listen to me. Whenever I am telling you to pause the video and do something, please do it. Okay. If you do that, immediately there will be a lot of difference in how you solve the question. Therefore, do it. I'm telling it for a purpose. So do it now. Okay. Till then, I'll just within 1 second I'm coming back, but you pause it and do it for 1 minute or 2 minutes or 3 minutes, and then I'll come back and then I'll solve this question, and I'll also correct that spelling mistake. Okay. So I corrected, you can see. And did you do what I said? Okay. If you are done, very good. We are going to make the meaning out of this question. We are going to see what is given here and then solve the question. First, what is given here? In this kind of question, we have to be very, very clear. So I'll write down what is given. They have given the Asha and Ravina income for for 2017. What is it? 5:4. Okay, this is for 2017. Right, and then what they have given? Okay, I'm going to write it in ways so that you will be able to understand it properly. They have given Asha's ratio. Asha's ratio for 2018 to 17. Can you see it? 2018 to 17. I am also taking this one as 17 because for a purpose. So how much it is? Asha's income in the year 2018 to 2017 is 3:5. 3:5. And the ratio of Ravina's income in the year 2018 to 19. Again, this one I am going to write like this. So this is 2017 and this is 2018. This is how we are going to write so that we will be able to understand. I am taking whatever is given here, I am going to take it directly so that you will be able to solve it very, very easily. So this is what 2018 to 17 is. 2:3. Here it is given 3:2. Right, it is given 3:2 because it is 2018 to 17. Here I am making it 2017 to 18 for a purpose. Okay, now had it been this number been 4, then I would have done it directly. But now what has happened? This is 2 and this is 4. I want to make this 4 so that the numbers are same. But if I want to make this as 4, then I have to change this one. Okay, we have to do something. Either we have to change this one or this one. If I cannot change this one, because then if I keep it this one, then the number 2 will be there, which will be difficult for me to solve. Okay, you can do it. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. What will happen if I make this as 4? I'll be able to change everything else and it will be easy for us to do. So to make it 4, what I have to do? I have to multiply this by 4. Sorry, 2. I have to multiply this by 2. So this will look like what? 4:6 now. Is that understood? So this is 5 as it is. Let it be here. This I am taking as 4:6. Any problem is there? Because the ratio is same. So now you can see this is 4, means this has to be 2018 has to be 6. And because this is 5, 2018 has to be 3. So if you ask me what is their ratio in 2018, Asha and Ravina, I can directly say because of this. Because this is 4 as it is 4, and then 2018 has become 6, and here it is 5 and 2017 is 5 because this was 17 is given. These are very, very important and very deep tricks that I'm showing you, which will be very, very useful to you. So if this was 5, this was 3. So the Asha's ratio in 2018 is 3. And for Ravina, if it is 4, this is 6. So this ratio will be 3:6. Is that clear now? Very, very simple. I did not do any calculation. I just only equated. This was 4, so I made it 4, which was possible. If it was not possible, we would have done it in a different way. Now see, very, very simple it is. 3:6, or you can take it as 1:2, whatever way you want. Now you can know that 3:6 is better because we have some combination here. So I'll keep this 3:6 and not use this one, because they have not asked me the ratio, they have asked some actual value. So what I have to do, if 1242 is the sum of income of Asha and Ravina in the year 2018, then find the income of Ravina in the 2017. Now you see, if I keep this, how it will be useful. Now because I know that these are all now connected, this ratio is part of this and this ratio is part of this, so I can use these ratio values for calculating anything here. Anything here. Can you see the beauty of this? Instead, if you had done some other way, it would have been very, very difficult for us to solve this question. Okay, so we can use these any number here except this one, because this we have changed it. So we will not use this. This 4:6, 3:5 and 3:6 will be able to use anywhere. Now what they say, the income, the ratio, the sum of income of Asha and Ravina in the 2018. So this is sum in 2018. This is actual. Actual is how much? Oh, how much is it? 10242. And what is the ratio, my dear friend? Ratio is 6 plus 3, 9. I am not taking this also. Why? Because then I will not be able to connect. So we have only one ratio value for all of them. So 9 into what do I need? They are asking what? Then find the income of, where is it? It's not coming here. Okay. Income of Ravina in the year 2017. So because I am taking one ratio value for everything, so Ravina in 2017 is 4. So I can directly take into 4. Are you getting my point? Once I get the one ratio value, I will be able to multiply it by 4 and get it. So what is one ratio value? I will find it. 9 ones are 9. Then 12 remains. 9 ones are 9. So 34 remains. 9 threes are 27. So now how much will remain? 3, 34. 34, 9, 27, 9 3 is 27. So 7, 72. 9 8 is 72. So one ratio value is 1138. Into 4 I will get it directly. So 8 4 is 32. 3 4 is 12. 1 13. 12 plus 1 is 5. And 4 1s are 4, 5. And 4 1s are 4. 4552. So this is how we can do it very, very fast and directly. Very, very fast and directly without using that X and all those things. Are you getting my point? Right. So you can ponder over here how did we do all these things and how easily we could do it very, very fast. Okay, and then we are going to go to the next question. So what is the next question for you? Okay, so this is one more type of question where combining of ratios is required. Okay, that is not compounding. The previous one was not compounding, it was combining. We combined different ratios and solved the question. Now here we are going to combine some more questions. Now this, you see, this is very interesting and it has appeared 2-3 times. So you should be very careful of this question. Okay. A bag contains 50 paisa, 25 paisa and 10 paisa coins in the ratio 5:9:4 amounting to rupees 206. Find the number of coins of each type respectively. So you have to find out number of coins of each type. Now what is given here? This is very interesting question and it will throw a light on a lot of information. So we will try to understand. A bag contains the coins of 50 paise and 25 paise and 10 paise coins in the ratio how much? 5 is to 9 is to 4. So the total of this amount is 206. Now be careful, my dear friend. It's not the amount of the number of coins. It's the amount of the value of the number of coins. It's not, if I only take this 5 is to 9 is to 4 and equate with this, now where we have to understand it properly. This is in rupees and this is the number of coins. So the value is not same. This is not rupees. It is not 5 rupees. This is not 9 rupees. This is not 4 rupees. This is actually 5 coins. If I take this 5 coins, what will be the value? Value will be 2 rupees 50 paise. Yes or no? 50 paise, 5 coins is 2 rupees 50 paise. Whereas 25 paise coins, 9 means 2 rupees 25 paise. This is talking about rupees and this is talking about number of coins. So whenever number of coins or rupee notes, all these questions come, you have to be very careful whether the actual value is in the number of coins or the actual value is in the amount, that is rupees. So this actual value is in rupees. Actual value is in rupees. So we have to convert them into rupee. So the ratio has to be converted into rupees. So I am going to convert it. So how much it is? 2.50. This is how much? 2.25. And this is how much? 0.4. So this is the value. So you can either continue with the decimals. Okay. We are not going to give them ratios. They are asking the number of coins. So you can continue with the decimals, or you can convert them into paises. 250 paise and 225 paise and 40 paise. Sorry. 40 paise, 0.40 it is 40 paise. Okay, now here it is rupees, then you can convert this as paise. If you convert this as paise, this has to be converted into paise. Are you getting my point? Please note down these things, very important. If you continue with this rupees, then you are going to continue with this with rupees. If you want to convert this into paise, you do not like this decimal point, then you have to convert this also as paise. Okay. So now what I am going to do, I am going to keep it as it is and then solve. So if I take one set, that is the sum of the ratios. Now we can take the sum of new ratio. Okay, now because there is amount and both are same now. This is also rupees, this is also rupees. So I can take sum of ratio value now. Sum of ratio value is how much? 250 plus 225 is 475. 475 plus 40 is 5 point how much? 575. No, this is 475 and that is 5.25, right? 5.15, sorry, 5.15. So now once we know the ratio sum is 5.15. We have to find out one ratio value. How do I find one ratio value? By dividing actual value with the ratio value. So 206 is your actual value, right? Divide it by 5.15. If you can convert, you can directly see this question and then solve, it's fine. Or else you can remove this decimal point by adding 1020 because two places are there, right? This we have discussed when we are discussing about decimals. So this will be what? 515. I can see 5 into 4 is 20 and 15 into 4 is 60. So I can say that this can be divided by 4. 515 into 4 is 2060 plus 1 0 is there. Therefore, one ratio value is equal to 40. So once I get one ratio is equal to 40, what I have to do? I have to multiply as usual by 40. Once I multiply this as 40, what I'll get? See, 50 paisa coin only I am putting here. So 250 into 2.50 into 40 will be how much? So 80 plus 20 will be 100. So 100. Same way into 225 into 40, if you do, this is 25 less, so I can see it is 90. And this if I multiply by 40, what I'll get is 16. See here, we can get this 16. So if we add up all of them, you will get 206, right or wrong? You will get 100 plus 90, 190 plus 16 is equal to 206. So we have done it correctly. But this is the amount, still it is in amount, my dear friend. Okay, this is a lengthy question. You might see it's a lengthy question and a lot of things are happening. It will be a little confusing. But then number of coins will be what now? Number of coins we need to understand. To get 100 rupees, how many 50 coins are required? To get 100 rupees, I need 200 coins. Same way, to get 90 rupees, how many coins are, how many 25 paise coins are required? 90 into 4, because 1 rupee can be made by 4 coins of 25. By 4 coins of 25. So this will be how much? 90 into 4. This depends on the number of coins required to make this much of rupee. Are you getting my point? And then this 40. This is how much? 4. So sorry, 10 paisa. 10 paisa. If you want to make 16 rupees, how much is required? How much is required? 10 are required for 1 rupee, and therefore 160 are required for 16 rupees. 160 are required for 16 rupees. So you can understand now how we solve this question. So you can go through again, and then you will be able to do it very fast. Once you understand how we did it and then you practice a little bit more, you will be able to do it. So in this video we are going to solve only this, and in the next video I am going to go into another level of questions, okay, miscellaneous questions, where you will be solving different type of complicated questions, and thereafter into proportion. So be ready for the next video, which will be after you are ready for that. So today only I am going to give, you can go to the next video